How much money can you make in 30 days with the right side hustle? My name's Kris Krohn, and 30 days ago, I challenged a friend of mine, Trent, to see if he could make $8,000 in 30 days. He's on his way right now. Today's the day of reckoning. We actually get to meet up, square up, and see how much money he actually made. More importantly, I want to know beyond whether he made $8,000 in the last 30 days, is what is he going to do in the next 90 days? Is it possible for him to actually scale this to $50,000 a month? We're about to find out.
If I can do this in my spare time, anyone can do this.
Creating deeper meaning in your life. That's what this is. This gift is supposed to be that. I love helping people make money, but the trick is, what can I give someone that will work? And I gave Trent a side hustle that I knew that he could do, frankly, that I believed other people could do. And now I've got hundreds of people doing it, getting the same results. But Trent is now on day 30, so he's front of the pack. So it's reckoning day. We get to see what it means for him, also for his family, for his life, for his time. And here he is. What's up, man? How you feeling?
Wonderful.
Dude, are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Dude, it's day 30.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear all about it. Are you pumped?
I'm pumped.
Dude,
I got some good numbers to show you.
Dude, I'm excited to see it.
Great.
When you look at your future, man, how excited are you?
The world's my oyster right now.
Yeah?
A whole new perspective on my daily work habits, my life, my freedoms, things that I felt kept me chained down.
Really?
Everything's different now.
How's your wife feeling?
My wife's excited.
Really?
And that gets me even more excited.
What are some of the things that you think you have in your imminent future that you're most excited about?
Freedom.
And how do you think that'll show up?
That's going to show up in more time with my wife, more time with my kids, and more time doing what I want to do when I want to do it.
Dude, sounds like financial freedom
Yep.
to me. Let's check it out. All right, man. Dude, so it has been a pretty exciting 30 days. Day one, you found out that you might be losing your job, and I issued the challenge, $8,000, 30 days. And I think there was a little bit of deer in the headlights, like, okay, let's do this. But I mean, I kind of just threw you in. I was like, here's leads, here's roughly what you say. And I mean, did you even win any jobs your first week?
No, I didn't.
So the first week was really just a lot of hustle, but didn't necessarily have anything going on.
Correct.
But what happened in the second week?
In the second week, things started to solidify. And I started to figure out things like, I figured out roofing a little bit more.
Yes.
I figured out sod. I figured out boulder retaining walls. And there was a whole bunch of other ones that you guys had thrown at me. And I kind of just started saying, turn this one off, turn this one off. What's the easiest money I can make now?
And guys, you got to understand that there's so many different hustles. I mean, I've found over 30 different hustles right now to date that are all proven and that work, but you can't work them all. You really can only work a handful. And so you kind of found your jam and you started winning some jobs.
Correct.
Now, here's something that you may not know. By the end of your third week last week, I went on YouTube and I said, who also wants to get mentoring with me and go on the journey that you are? Because people have been following you and they've seen the kind of money that you're about to reveal, parts of it, right?
Yeah.
And so we actually have 200 people right now from all over the world that are literally doing the exact same thing.
That's awesome.
You went first, but like the crazy thing is, as of today, they just finished their entire first week since training, and people are winning jobs left and right, just following in your footsteps.
In week one.
In week one, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Patrick Naughton, I currently sent $80,000 worth of work to contractors. By the end of next week, I should have $3,000 paid to me. We've got Dan McCormick. He says, I'm getting estimates for 2 jobs today, possibly 3. From a few hundred to a few thousand.
That's great, man.
Benjamin, I've got 70 leads since that, closed 5 jobs,
Just
and
killing
a
it,
ton
man.
more in the pipeline. Caden here says, I currently have 63 sod leads, 20 deck leads, 18 house leads. I currently haven't made any money yet, but that should change here in the next day or 2. Heather Wright, I've sold and received payment for 4 jobs.
No way!
Total profit just under 2,500 jobs. They'll be fulfilled this weekend.
Dude, that is amazing.
And then everything started changing in the third week. Like, it's almost like you probably found your groove and then just started systematizing. When did that really
Yeah, I was
click?
going to say, in the third week, I really kind of started to hit a pace or a stride.
Yeah.
And it was almost just repetitive every day. I do the same thing every day, at the same time every day, because thankfully I didn't lose my job. So I had time set aside every evening to follow up with people. And I'm still reaching out to people throughout the day as soon as those leads are coming in. I'm trying to get them the best of my ability. But in the third and the fourth week, it's just a stride. I know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I've got enough contacts or enough leads behind me now. I have a pretty good idea of percentage of closes that I'm going to have. And so it's kind of just become not mundane by any means. I'm very excited about it, but predictable. It's very predictable.
Well, and listen, I mean, you've got money coming in now from multiple sources.
Yes.
Like I think you were just showing me that you had just won a recent sod job.
Yeah, look at this.
$795, and this is a sod job?
That's a sod job.
How much of that is profit?
About $350.
Okay, and how long did you actually have to work that one between text or phone call?
So this one was a total of about 40 minutes.
But you have some other hustles that have gone even further for you.
Yes.
Roofing, right?
Roofing.
I mean, dude, from moment one, you lined up your buddy with his roofing business and you qualified the leads. Did you even ever talk to a prospect?
I have yet to speak to a prospect.
So you've not spoken to a person, but you handed them off to your buddy once you know they were real.
Yeah, and the goal at this point is to still not talk to someone and still bring in this kind of money.
But how many roofing jobs have been booked?
13. I might be off by one, but 13 is what I think.
And when all 13 of those come through, how much are you on track to make?
$6,100.
So $6,100, and last time you were tracking, I think it was about $1,200 an hour.
Correct.
Is that still what it's
That
looking
would
like?
still $1,200 to $1,300 an hour. It still holds true.
Well, let me ask you. I mean, dude, you're day 30. What's your final take home that you've earned from all of the work that you've done in the last 30 days?
$9,100 and a little bit of change.
$9,100.
Correct.
Friends, the goal was $8,000 in 30 days, and dude, boom! Last Thursday, I went live with my brother Nick, and we actually broke down some of the steps. Look at what Trent did. In 3 weeks, he hacked something like sod and a number of others. We gave you just the sod one. Look what's happening. You guys are winning jobs. They watch me. I jump in, I learn how to do it, and then I hand it off to them. And guess what? I generally pay them 10, 15, 20, 25. I set that money aside and basically say, you perform and I'll pay you. And that takes money out of my pocket, but it puts more time back in so I can live your entire life at the lifestyle level that honors you, and then also dump the rest into savings, investing, and charity, and creating deeper meaning in your life. That's what this is. This gift is supposed to be that. I'm not asking you to do job benefits. I'm not asking you to freaking here's a salary or here's an hourly or I hope I can make payroll. Screw all that. I don't want you to have any of that. I want you to bring someone on that can carbon copy your KPIs and SOPs. I want you to take this opportunity and to get to phase 2 where you can hire others, because there's so many people out there that if they can work from home and make $20, $30, $50, $80,000 on the side, they will be some of the most thrilled, happy, thank you people. I'm not gonna lie, in a year, I want 100,000 users in here doing $100 million in the economy. And that's what I wanna talk to you about as you look to your next 30 days.
Yes.
I want to actually get an update of where you go, but there's some things that you're going to need to do to free up your time. Right now, let's just take roofing. It's working, right?
Absolutely.
Are you learning anything new?
No.
It's pretty much the same thing, right?
It's the same thing every time.
So just like my training last Thursday, if you want to grow to 7 figures, you ultimately have to expand. So once you've hacked a hustle, you got to hand off the hustle.
Yes.
And so it's time for you to find someone that you trust to mimic your same steps, so that in 30 days, I mean, honestly, how many more roofing jobs do you think you could get in the next 30 days?
20.
20? But what if someone else was doing all the work?
I can still get 20.
Yeah.
Probably get more.
And so this is my advice. I want you to take 20% of the money that you make and give it to the person as a commission for doing 100% of the work. You're giving up 20% of the money to reclaim 100% of that time so you can start hacking another hustle. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So that's one of the things that I want you to do right now is if you can find that person to hand it off to, you know what the best part is? You can crank up the lead volume, you can do a ton more leads, and you can focus really on hacking something different.
Yeah.
So dude, where do you go in the next 30 days, right? You just made 9,100. What do you want that to become in the next 30 days?
I'm going to double it. I'm going to do 18,200.
So you want to do an exact double.
I want to do an exact
9,100 to 18 grand. By the way, any business in its second month that can do that, I mean, that's really hot.
But here's why I'm confident in saying that. I already have the numbers and the leads of the last 30 days. You could even say 21 days if I said, please don't make the first week count.
Yeah.
So I have 21 days of solid leads and solid knowledge from my part to say, I can make this double in the next 30 days.
Yeah. So here's the real test. You have a boy, your oldest. How old is he?
Just turned 18.
Do you think if he wanted to be an entrepreneur, If, you know, do you think this hustle is something you could teach how to do?
Absolutely. Like there's, especially with roofing where he doesn't talk to anyone. They don't know they're talking to an 18-year-old, or what I would call an 18-year-old kid.
Dude, I've got my 14-year-old daughter, and I'm like, my goal has always been by the time she graduates high school in our private school, I want her to make more money than professors.
Yeah.
Not to be better than them, but to really say, if we were all financially self-sufficient, if we all controlled our own financial future, would we really be following as much of society's game plan as we do? Like, would I like put all this emphasis on grades and college and diplomas and then working for somebody else? And I'm convinced that if we actually knew how to make money on our own, we probably wouldn't work for someone else a lot of the time. Some of us get a lot of, there's a lot that we gain from being a part of other people's communities and dreams and goals. And there's that intrapreneurship where you're actually going to build and grow collectively someone else who kind of lit a fire under a dream, and you're going to contribute to it, right? Options, I guess, at the end of the day. And so you got your goal for the next 30 days. Can we check in again?
Absolutely.
How confident are you that you can make that 18,200?
I'm not blinking, am I?
No, you're not. Are you ready? You pumped?
Oh, we're going to do it.
Awesome. For those that are watching this video and thinking, man, could I do what Trent did? Is this something that you'd recommend to people?
If I can do this, I have a very demanding full-time job. Again, I didn't lose my job, but I have a very demanding full-time job. If I can do this in my spare time, anyone can do this. I'm not the greatest salesman in the world. You don't have to be. You have to be willing to hustle. If you don't know something, you have to be willing to find it out. That's all you have to do.
That's it, right?
That's it.
For anyone that is watching this, that is looking at the link in the description thinking, if I click on that link in the description, I'm going to get some free tools and free help to actually learn exactly how you and now a couple hundred people are doing this. What final piece of advice would you give them?
You have to have the attitude of not, how do I do this, but how do I figure this out? Because there's going to be a lot of things you have to figure out on your own. Sod, for example, different prices, different ways it's laid down, different ways that it's priced in every geographic area throughout the United States that they sell sod. I don't know what those are. I know what they are for the area that I'm in. Roofing, how are you going to talk to a roofing contractor? You might fall flat on your face with the first 5. Be willing to call the 6th one and do the same thing over again. It's not how do I do it, but I've just got to do it. You have to hustle.
Awesome, dude. Well, listen, congratulations.
Thanks, man.
I'm really proud of you. I'm pumped for you.
I appreciate it very much.
Dude, you're welcome. You know, it's interesting. You now have that job security that you didn't think you were going to have. As you look to your future, what do you think changes?
I have more time. I have more freedom. I have more options for myself. And that makes my wife happy, makes me happy. And the funny thing is with this, my wife and I have grown closer together. When she sees that I feel more complete because I'm doing something on my own, of my own make here, with you and Nick's help, of course. But it's changing my entire life. It really is.
Wow. Well, congratulations, my friend.
Thanks, buddy.
Glad that we could be here for that journey and excited to see what the next 30 days looks like.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
In life and in business, you usually find the exception to the rule that does really well, but they can't really teach other people how to do it. Once in a while, though, you find something that is truly transferable, whether to a 14-year-old teenager or a 65-year-old person. And that's what we found here with teaching people these side hustles that are working, especially in this down economy. If you want to learn more about them, click the link below. There's some free resources and tools so you can see what Trent's been doing, what others have been doing, so that you in your own backyard can really take control of your own financial life. I'm amazed at how many people just let life pass them by without really trying to do something that could unlock so many greater possibilities in life. If you feel like it's time for you to get a little hustle on, find an extra spare hour or two, make a lot of extra money, and unlock more opportunities and options in life, click the link below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. If you liked today's video, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Heroes.